Welcome back to the Daily Drives channel where we bring you the wildest, weirdest, and most wonderful vehicles from around the world. If it has wheels and makes people turn their heads, you know we're talking about it. So, buckle up, or in this case, maybe strap on a helmet, because today we're diving deep into one of the most bizarre and jaw-dropping micro campers to ever hit the road, the 2026 Trike Camper RV. And trust me, this is not your average weekend getaway machine. Now, let me paint you a picture. You're cruising down a coastal highway, the wind's in your face. You're not driving a bulky RV or towing a trailer behind a pickup truck. Nope, you're riding a trike, but not just any trike. This thing has a built-in camper, a full-blown, miniature RV slapped right onto the frame of a three-wheeled motorcycle. Sounds insane, right? That's because it is. And that's why we're obsessed with it. So what exactly is the 2026 Trike Camper RV, and why are people losing their minds over it? Well, let's start with the design. It's part motorcycle, part camper, and part futuristic concept that somehow made it out of the design lab and onto actual roads. It looks like something out of a Mad Max film, but with a cozy twist. Imagine the front half is a beefy, powerful trike complete with fat tires, heavy-duty suspension, and handlebars that scream "Don't mess with me." Then, seamlessly grafted onto the back is a tiny, aerodynamic camper pod that somehow fits a bed, kitchenette, and even a bathroom. You heard that right, a bathroom, on a trike. It's like the engineers said, let's see how much RV we can stuff into the smallest possible vehicle without breaking physics, and then actually did it. The 2026 model is the most advanced version yet, building on earlier prototypes that were honestly more novelty than function. But this year's version, it's not just a quirky conversation starter, it's fully road trip ready. The camper pod is made of ultralight composite materials, so it doesn't weigh down the trike or kill your fuel efficiency. And speaking of fuel, get this, it's hybrid powered. The front trike runs on a powerful electric motor paired with a compact gas range extender, giving you the best of both worlds. You can cruise quietly on electric through campgrounds or switch to gas for longer highway stretches. It's surprisingly efficient, as some early testers reported up to 200 miles on a single tank and full battery. But let's get to the interior, because that's where this thing really blows minds. You open up the rear hatchway up, like a little spaceship, and inside, you're greeted with a clever layout that feels like it belongs in a tiny home magazine. There's a fold-out bed that sleeps one adult comfortably, or two if you don't mind getting cozy. The kitchenette has a collapsible sink, an induction cooktop, and a fridge drawer. Oh, and there's built-in solar panels on the roof to keep everything running off-grid. Now I know what you're thinking, or what about a bathroom? Surely that's a bridge too far for a vehicle this small. But nope. The 2026 Trike Camper RV has an integrated composting toilet that tucks away under a bench when not in use. There's even a pop-up privacy curtain and a tiny shower system that uses water stored in a clever under-chassis tank. Is it luxurious? Is it genius? Absolutely. This thing is a game-changer for solo travelers, digital nomads, or anyone who wants to disappear into the wild without towing a 30-foot trailer. And let's not forget, it's also insanely fun to drive. With the trike's low center of gravity and electric boost, you're looking at a surprisingly zippy ride. Even fully loaded, it corners like a dream, handles like a motorcycle, but feels way more stable thanks to the third wheel and widened rear. And it's not just for backroads or backcountry escapes either. Urban adventurers are loving this thing too. You can park it pretty much anywhere a motorcycle fits. No more hunting for RV lots or paying for oversized parking. It fits in your garage, charges off a standard outlet, and doesn't require a special license to drive in most places. One of the coolest things about the 2026 Trike Camper is how customizable it is. The manufacturer offers modular add-ons, solar upgrades, a mini rooftop cargo box, even a fold-out awning with mosquito netting. And since it's such a niche vehicle, a whole community of DIY modders has sprung up around it. People are adding their own paint jobs, custom storage hacks, and even high-tech upgrades like Starlink antennas and mini projectors. And here's something that really sets it apart: the price. Most RVs cost an arm, a leg, and probably your firstborn. But the base model starts at around $21,000. That's cheaper than a lot of new motorcycles, let alone camper vans. And considering it's basically your bedroom, kitchen, and ride all in Onia, it's a steal for what you get. Of course, there are downsides. If you're over 6 feet tall, you might find it a bit cramped. It's definitely not meant for family road trips or extended stays unless you're a hardcore minimalist. And yeah, it's probably not going to replace a traditional RV for people who want luxury and space. But for the right persona, someone who values freedom, mobility, and the thrill of the open road, this thing is a total dream machine. And honestly, it's just cool. There's something undeniably rebellious about rolling up to a campsite or festival on the trike with your entire home in tow. It turns heads, starts conversations, and makes you feel like you are living in the future. A weird, wonderful, slightly ridiculous futuria, but one that we are totally here for. So what do you think? Could you see yourself hitting the road in a trike camper like this? Is it the ultimate freedom machine, or just another overhyped gimmick? We want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've spotted one in the wild, or better yet, on Onia, drop us a pic or a story. We might even feature you in our next video. Alright folks, that's it for today's deep dive into the wild world of the 2026 Trike Camper RV. If you enjoyed this look at one of the craziest rides on the road, don't forget to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a ride. We've got more insane vehicles coming your way, from amphibious vans to solar-powered scooters that charge as you ride. You do not want to miss what's next. Thanks for watching, stay curious, stay wild, and as always, keep exploring.